let's see method of starting of three-phase induction motors. In this methods, we have two classification: screw cage induction motor, slip ring induction motor. In screw cage induction motor, we have five classifications of induction motors: primary resistor starter, direct online starter or doll starter, auto transformer starter, start delta starter, rotor resistance starter. These five classifications included in screw cage induction motor. Next, slip ring induction motor. A slip ring induction motor having only one classification, that is rotor rheostat starter or rotor resistance starter. Come, let's go with the screw cage induction motor of primary resistor starter. Okay, the word says the entire construction of this topic. Primary resistor starter mean after giving the supply three-phase supply, the construction excluded the three resistor, each phase having one resistor. So we have three phase. So three resistors are connected across after the three phase AC supply. Okay, then this resistance another end is going to be reach the motor. This is primary resistor starter. Why this resistor connected in primarily mean to reduce or to tackle with the starting torque. Initially, each and every supply produce some jerking power. Jerking power means oscillating power. That oscillating power going to be reach that particular motor, it may affect that load. So our purpose is to reduce that starting torque by the way of the starter, primary resistor starter. For that condition, we had used each phase one resistor. Okay. Next, direct online starter. Another name is doll starter. Here, supply is connected with the motor. Supply directly coupled with motor. Parallelly, each and every phase has under voltage coil. This under voltage coil keep their input voltage as safer. In that condition, doll starter used for many economical method of starting of induction motors, especially screw cage motors of capacity up to 2 kilowatt, double cage motor and screw cage motor of large capacity having very high rotor resistance are started by this method. So this direct online starter having some typical situation that starting current is as large as 5 times the full load current, but starting torque is just equal to the full load torque. So in this situation, starting current is very high and the starting torque is comparatively low. If this large starting current flows for a long time, it may overheat the motor and damage the insulation. Next one is auto transformer starter. Uh, Supply going to be reached the auto transformer. After the auto transformer, motor induction motor will connected. Okay, this is auto transformer starter settings. In this settings, the tappings on the auto every auto transformer having tappings. So the tapping on the auto transformer is so set that when it is in the circuit, 65% to 80% of line voltage is applied to the motor. At the instant of starting, the changeover switch is thrown to start position. This puts the auto transformer in the circuit and reduced voltage is applied to the circuit. Starting current is limited to safe value. For large machine over 25 horsepower, this method of starting is often used. Auto transformer may be either manually or magnetically operated. This is auto transformer starter explanation. Next, we will go with rotor resistance starter. So, rotor having some external resistance to limit the input supply power. This is rotor resistance starter diagram. So, in rotor circuit, we have added extra rotor resistance starter for controlling the supply power across that motor. This is rotor resistance starter explanation. Operation of this rotor resistance starter is the handle of rheostat is set in the off position so that maximum resistance is placed in each phase of the rotor circuit. So this rotor resistance reduces the starting current and the same time starting torque is increased. When current is decreased, the torque is increased. As the motor picks up speed, the handle of rheostat is gradually removed in clockwise direction and cuts out the external resistance in each phase of the rotor circuit. When the motor attains normal speed, the changeover switch is in the on position and the whole external resistance is cut out from the rotor circuit.